Hello, hello, Aldwyn, Alduney here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I would like to share today what happens when a lot of people think of stepping up in the media or stepping up with their message. They worry about what other people think. Now, you might have heard the saying, what other people think is none of our business. Now, when you step up, it is true, there are going to be people that do not like what you do. The thing is, there's people that don't like what you do regardless any day of the week. And there's people that also love what you do, right? So what are you going to focus on in life? Now, right now with COVID, we've seen a whole lot of dramas in the media, a whole lot of negativity. And I'm sure if you're like me, that enough is enough. You've had enough of the negativity, and it's time that we started to spread more love, spread more good news. And what that means is that it's going to take a collaborative effort for everyone to do their bit to step up with your message. And to do that, it means getting over yourself, okay? If you feel right now that you are the world's best kept secret, then perhaps it's time that you actually started to step up with your message. And I would love to support you with that. I have just launched the Global Good News Challenge. I'm so excited about it because I know a lot of people over the time have said, I'm so sick of all the negative news. I can't watch the news. It just makes me depressed. And that's what happened with me. My dad, growing up, always watched the news every single day. In fact, often multiple news at the same, like, the 5 o'clock news, 5:30 news, 6 o'clock news, often it would just be, a lot of negative news. And I actually did end up depressed. And I remember when I was about 6, I remember in the Northern Beaches area of Sydney, one night after watching the news, I remember going up to Dad and hugging him and just crying and being just so upset with the state of the world. And, why are people so cruel? Why is there so much crime? Why do we have wars, etc., right? And Dad was like, well, that's just how it is. That's just how the world is. Well, sure, there's a lot of crap happening in the world. Absolutely. But there's also a lot of great stuff happening in the world as well. And I think it's time that we celebrated that. Time we celebrated good news and our good news. So with the Good News Challenge that's coming up, Global Good News Challenge, it's starting on the 1st of June 2020, and there's 7-day challenges, 14-day challenges, and 21-day challenges that you can participate in absolutely free. And I'll put the link to that underneath this video. So absolutely free, you can participate. And what it involves is 4 things. So every day for 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days, depending which challenge you want to take up, every single day it involves doing a quick Facebook Live. And this is what you say. You say your name, say what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and share some good news. Now, the good news could be something about your life, maybe some challenge you've overcome, because any negative can be turned into a positive, right? And often the biggest breakdowns is where we have the biggest learning experiences in life. And I always say there's a breakthrough at the end of every breakdown. And it's important to recognize that. So you could share something about yourself, something you want to acknowledge yourself for, how you've overcome some challenge. You might want to acknowledge someone else with your good news segment, or you might want to share something you've seen in social media or on online news sites where you've seen a positive story, a good news story. And I'd love you to share that every single day for 7, 14, and 21 days. Absolutely free to participate. You just go to the Global Good News Challenge page on Facebook, Global Good News Challenge. I do have a private group too if you feel like you need more mentoring or if you want some confidence to share your message. And if you're ready to do that, then there is a paid option too. I'll have a private group set up now actually where you can come and participate, and I'll be putting regular content in there, giving you tips on how you can build your confidence, how you can present effectively in the media, and how you can share your message, because your X factor actually is your story. And having worked in the media for 36 years, I know that there are some amazing stories out there, and often people are too close to their own stories to see how amazing they are. So if you want some help on that journey, I'd be glad to support you. We also have an amazing mass media tribe group on Facebook and Meetup. We are a stand for truth in the media and for good news. And I'm sure you would know, if you're aware, that we have been fed a lot of lies through the mainstream media over the years, through TV, radio, and print. And in fact, having worked as a journalist with several newspapers and several different media, I have seen again and again where editors have asked for certain angles on stories that are not there. So I have seen inside media outlets where they have been pushing for certain angles and pushing for certain agendas because of whatever reason. Now, do your own research, right? If I mention vaccines, if I mention 5G, right, these are some controversial topics at the moment, and videos about these topics are actually getting shut down. Videos that talk against that, right, against 5G, against vaccines, etc. Well, why have we been in such lockdown over COVID? Why has it been happening? Well, perhaps there are some hidden agendas there, right? Perhaps there are, perhaps there aren't, but do your own research. And now, thank goodness, we have social media. And did you know, out of the 7.8 billion people on the planet, there's about 3.8 billion active social media users now, which means this is an amazing platform, an opportunity for you to share your message with the masses. And journalists every single day are looking to social media for story ideas. Your X factor is your story, right? And you know, I have an amazing mass media mastery program I've launched recently, and I have still a crazy COVID special price on my website if you want some support to get publicity, to build your influence, your confidence, and the impact you make in the world. And of course, if you're in business or you have anything to promote, and this is a great way, obviously, to leverage yourself and to get your message out to the masses, to make a difference to the world around you. Now, when I was watching all that negative news as a kid, I ended up depressed. My dad always said anger is danger. So I internalized my anger, and that internalized anger led to depression. And there was a long time there growing up where I felt invisible. I was bullied as a kid. I never felt I belonged. I was a first-generation Australian with Greek, Turkish, and Ukrainian background, growing up in the Northern Beaches area of Sydney in the 70s and 80s. And back then, it was a very racist time. People didn't understand people from other cultures or had that kind of heritage back then in that part of Sydney. Now, of course, a lot has changed. Now there's a lot more cultural awareness. We're very multicultural now in Australia, thankfully, and things have definitely shifted. But as a kid, I took those things very personally. Of course, we all want to be liked. We all want to be liked. We want to be loved, of course. But the main thing is you've got to love yourself. You've got to appreciate yourself more than anything. It doesn't matter what other people think. You stand in your truth. You speak your truth. You come from a space of love, and it will outshine the darkness every single time. So I suggest let's be the change we wish to see in the world. Global Good News Challenge is a chance for you to share your good news, to share some gratitude, share what you love, and help promote yourself as well. Use it as an opportunity to get your message out there. Say what you do, your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and some good news. And tonight we actually have a mass media tribe meetup on the Gold Coast. I'll be on the Gold Coast, but of course it's on Zoom. And we have the amazing Carla Pazika. She's a marketing expert from the Sunshine Coast who's coming to speak tonight, 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Right now in Australia on the Gold Coast, it's 10:45 a.m. So, and I'll be off to see you, Julie, soon. We're doing a media consultation together. So straight after this live, I'm off to see you. We're going to have a great time together and dig out the gems of your story, Julie. I can't wait. Good to see you on the live. So Mass Media Tribe is on tonight. We've got a topic called How to Market Your Magic and Thrive Online. How to market your magic and thrive online. It's an absolute free event. We've got giveaways at the end. It's going to be awesome. So I invite you to come along. The details are in the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook. Okay, Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook. Make sure you check it out and come and join the page. and be a global good news crusader. The Global Good News Challenge is the page, okay, Global Good News Challenge. And it's so fantastic to see so many positive news outlets out there and so many journalists standing for the truth as well, I would like to say. There are so many, you know, truth media and truth groups. And, you know, it's so great to see the world is starting to wake up. And the ripple effect of your messages, you just never know who it's going to reach, right? So with the challenge, I want you to say your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and some good news. So I'll give you an example right now. Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, known as the Media Queen. I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline publicity. I am a stand for truth, good news, and animal welfare. 3 things I'm grateful for today is I'm grateful for you watching this right now. I am grateful for my health. So grateful for my health, and I'm grateful for my beautiful family. I was just thinking this morning about my gorgeous parents, and while my dad and I have definitely clashed over the years, both stubborn Capricorns born on the same day, January 16, we've definitely clashed, but now I have the most extraordinary relationship with my parents. They live on the Sunshine Coast, and they celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary this year. So very grateful for my parents and my whole extended family, also right across the world. I have family in the Ukraine, in Norway, in America, all over the world, in Sydney, different parts of Australia. So grateful for my beautiful family in Turkey, in Greece. And I do have Greek, Turkish, Ukrainian blood, so it is quite bizarre. And people say, oh, you must be Welsh with a Welsh name. Well, no, Aldwyn. I actually got the name Aldwyn from a good friend of my parents who died when Mum was 8 months pregnant to me. So that's how I ended up with the Welsh name Aldwyn. All right, so that's 3 things I'm grateful for and a few extras. And some good news I'd like to share today is that we have the Mass Media Tribe Meetup on tonight with Carla Pazika on how to market your magic and thrive online. Absolutely free to join. Just hop in the Facebook group, Mass Media Tribe. A few questions to answer there, and then you can come and join our group of truth seekers and truth speakers who don't care what other people think, right? We don't care because it's about sharing your truth. And if you're not sharing your truth, then perhaps you are living a lie. Just ponder that for a moment. And are you going to have any regrets when you're at the end of your life? Now, if you get publicity and get your message out, you're actually leaving a legacy every single time. You leave a legacy, you can build your fame, your expertise in your industry. You will build a fortune naturally. People will be drawn to you. People are drawn to positivity. They're drawn to the light. You know, the Good News Bible is the biggest selling book of all time. 5 billion copies sold. Yes, amazing. And I'm not preaching any religion here. You know, I do believe in a higher source, in a unconditional love energy that exists in the world. I'm not preaching any religion. I am just saying, isn't that interesting? 5 billion copies sold of the Good News Bible. And there is actually a good news movement happening across the world. Good news movement right now. We have Good News Network. We have Sunny Skies News. We have a happy newspaper in the UK that went viral. We have MSN, Huffington Post, news.com.au, all have good news sections, and they're all looking for stories. And in fact, even on news.com.au, they actually have a WTF section, what the fudge. They've got a what the fudge section on news.com.au. So there you go. Now, I've given my example of the Good News Challenge, and I've gone on a bit more, and that's okay. It's all right to wander on, and, you know, it's okay to say and and that sort of thing. Having done Toastmasters for 3 years, they counted all my ums and ahs, and it's amazing. And you don't have to look amazing. I put a little fascinator on just for the hell of it today. So I am encouraging you right now to spread more love. Join the Good News Challenge, Global Good News Challenge, and let's all be the change we want to see in the world. Let's spread love, hope, joy, and inspiration, and let's lift up people's spirits around us, decrease depression, anxiety, stress, suicide rates. There's 1 million people a year worldwide that take their own lives. 4 of my own friends have taken their own lives before the age of 45. So enough is enough. Time for people to celebrate life, celebrate the good in life, and let's all lift people's spirits together. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm grateful for you. I'll be seeing you shortly, Julie, and look forward to also seeing my other Mass Media Mastery clients I am working with as well. Can't wait to see you in the media. And if you're ready to step up with your message and you're ready to believe and to step into that you don't care what other people think and you're going to speak your truth regardless, then I'm happy to support you on that journey, because I think we all have some magic in us and we all have an amazing story we can share. And I don't think anything happens by coincidence. I think you're here watching this for a reason. I think we're here for a reason. And I think we go through our challenges for a reason so we can help others. And that's really, that's it. It's about being of service. So how can you be of service? How can you spread more good news? You can do it by joining the Global Good News Challenge. And come and join us tonight, 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's in about 8 hours from now. We'll be having the Mass Media Tribe Meetup, and that'll be on Zoom. So make sure you register in Eventbrite to get the link to join us tonight. You must register, okay? So if you follow Aldwyn Altuney on Eventbrite, then you'll see all our upcoming events. I've also got the How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop. That's on June 6th from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's coming up as well. All right, I could chat for ages. I'm going to get going. So have a beautiful day, and here's to you stepping up to shining bright and lighting up all those around you. Lots of love to you, and mwah, lots of kisses and hugs, because we all need that now, don't we, with this physical isolation that's been happening. So sending love, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.